Is this recording? I'm fucking worried about Dead Rising. I'm really worried about Dead Rising. There's these fucking leaks. I think they're true. I think Capcom Vancouver came out and said that they were true. Dead Rising 4 is happening. It's a retelling of Dead Rising 1 during Christmas. 4-player online co-op. It takes place within the mall and also in some neighborhood. I'm worried. I'm really worried, and here's why. Capcom Vancouver, I love you. You made Dead Rising 2, that game was great. You made Off the Record, that game was awesome. Dead Rising 3 was a shit show. I hate that fucking game. That game sucks. You tried to do something open world with Dead Rising, it didn't fucking work. And now you're making a retelling of 1 when you already fucked the Dead Rising story enough. Let me tell you something about Dead Rising 3 story. In Dead Rising 2, they introduced Zombrex, which is like a thing to help you not get infected with their shitty bee virus. And then in Dead Rising 3, everybody had Zombrex chips. And spoilers for Dead Rising 3 if you want to play it. In the end, it's figured out that like the female lead is actually Chuck Green's daughter from Dead Rising 2. The one that nobody liked. And Chuck Green is back for some reason, and Frank West is dead. Which is why this is so confusing to me. They're retelling 1, and I guess they couldn't figure out anything else to do with the story, so they're like, let's go back. Fuck it, we'll do it again. First one, obviously the story wasn't good enough, so they have to retell it. Frank West looks like a chode in those screenshots. I hope that's like beta shit. I hope none of this is true. And I'm worried. I'm worried they're gonna fuck it up again. Dead Rising 3 was my most anticipated game of that generation, of the Xbox One. And then I played it on PC and it was shit. It was real bad. But the fact that it's not open world, like open world, like vehicle open world, that it's like a mall and then maybe a town, that's okay. If it's just that, fine. I could take a mall and then like a neighborhood. I can't take the fucking cities. There's a fucking borough and like a neighborhood and like a city. And it was awful. Dead Rising 3 was awful. Don't play that game. The Psychopaths of Dead Rising 3 were awful. The Psychopaths of Dead Rising 2, they were good. The ones in 3 were terrible. And I don't want them to do it again. I love Dead Rising, and I love... Dead Rising 4 is scary. And not because it's a horror game, but because the devs fucked up once. And I don't want them to fuck up again. I love a new Dead Rising game. I love Dead Rising. People are pulling up next to me. But I don't like what they did with 3. And I hope they learn from that. Critics loved 3. Critics played 3, they're like, oh, it's like Assassin's Creed, I love it. No. It's nothing like 1. It's nothing like 2. I'm a shitty nerd. About everything, right? Like, when it comes to Dead Rising, I'm just a shitty fucking nerd. I just mark out for Dead Rising shit. And that's why this is so scary. I haven't even seen a trailer. E3's in fucking a week. I haven't seen a trailer and I'm worried. I could delete this video. I could be fucking... The trailer could go up. I could be like, oh, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen. But it hasn't. And just from the details and just from the fact that it's a retelling... Let me tell you something about Dead Rising 1 story. It's already all over the place. Dead Rising 1 story is already all over the place. It's zombies created by Americans because they wanted to make more... McDonald's. That's the story. That's how zombies were created in Dead Rising 1. And they want to retell that, which I guess is, from like a critical standpoint, that's fine. But like the reason why Dead Rising is so widely accepted is because of how goofy it is. Like it's a direct response to Resident Evil. Like Resident Evil is like, it's so serious, like zombie outbreak, we gotta capture it, Wesker. And Dead Rising 1 is like, zombies from bees put on this funny outfit, wear a Lego head, and defeat zombies. And they want to retell that in Dead Rising 4, and I'm afraid that they're going to make it too serious like Dead Rising 3. Dead Rising 3 took itself so fucking seriously. And if they do that again where it's like, I'm Frank West, I've covered wars, we gotta stop the zombie outbreak, here's how we're gonna do it. That's not why I played Dead Rising. I played Dead Rising because the biker guy gotta get fucking zombie medicine for his kid in a casino. Like, I don't play it for Nick Ramos to build a plane to get out of a city. because they're gonna carpet bomb it. I don't play Dead Rising for that. I play Dead Rising to throw beach balls at dead people. I don't know. I don't know. I hope they don't fuck it up. It doesn't look like Frank West. The fucking screenshots don't look like Capcom Vancouver. I don't know if Keiji Inafune working on Dead Rising 2 is the reason why Dead Rising 2 was so good, and the reason why Dead Rising 3 wasn't so good. And I can't imagine Keiji Inafune's involvement in Dead Rising 2 did anything. I don't think he did anything for that game. But just I hope I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. And I'll be so happy. I'll be the happiest motherfucker on the planet. Listen. How long is this video? 6 minutes? I don't even think I got my point across. Because I'm angry, and this is a second reaction. Because I wasn't believing it until now. Now all the news outlets are like, oh, it's happening! And it's like, fuck! Give me a second. Let me breathe for like a second. Don't fuck it up. I love Dead Rising. Don't fuck it up. I know you love Dead Rising as much as I do. That was the crowd for me, for this great video. What's the button to fucking turn this off? I haven't figured it out.